Good morning, Yosemite Mountain Sugar Pine Railroad virtual shop tour. This week we are outside the engine house of engine 10 and 15, both sitting there ready for their next assignment. Come inside right here. Engine 15 successfully had its run this week, and today the gear covers are going to go back on the outside as everything is passed. You can see the gear covers are already on the front truck. As we walk down this side, you see the gear covers are yet not on these trucks. This one's been installed, and if you look on the end, first gear cover has been put back on, but those will be on today. Walk around the back, the other side, you can see that engine number 10, its line shaft is still removed, sitting out in front of the locomotive. Notice how the line shaft is sitting up on wooden blocks. It's just been rolled out, right out over this way. And engine number 10 is getting new line shaft brasses, and it's already had its bearings, axle bearings replaced. If you look in through that right there, if you can see on top of the axle is that silver round, and then on top of it you see a brass piece. That's the bearing. Take a look at it over here. You can see it sitting there on top of the axle. Notice right above it there's a hole. We have a threaded rod that will pull that bearing out and then put a new bearing back in. You can see that the brass has been taken off of the horn there. This one's probably being replaced. We have about a dozen of these we're replacing on engine number 10. A lot of work, a lot of heavy machinery. This is routine maintenance that's done every season. Over here on the shop table, you can see several of those brass bearings. Notice the hole in it again. These are what go on top of the axle. You can see the floor jacks there for moving the equipment down. And you can see there's the axle with the bearing sitting on top of it. And then there's a inner pack pneumatic jack that we use for raising the locomotive and cars for maintenance. Engine 15 ran a few days ago on its test run. You feel right here, it's still warm. It's holding steam very well. You can see on top of engine number 10, the cover for the steam dome is off. The part of the winter is that the throttle is inspected. It's also, the dome is taken off for the boiler inspection. And if a successful fire up goes, they'll reassemble all of that. Engine 10 is probably about a month off before it sees service again. We're going to walk outside the shop really quickly just to see how the update is going on our log car. Over here you can see a Westside parts car. The logging camps were far away from the mill and the shops, and if they needed parts they had a rolling wagon, rolling box car that they kept all of their spare parts in. Here's part of the brake rigging that's set out in the ground. There's still more brake rigging. There's the coupler. And you can see the car is up over here. It's been disassembled. These bolts holding it together in the middle. You can see that one's in the process of being removed. Next time we see this car, it will be completely disassembled. This coupler. Here are the trucks. For our rail fan friends, you can see the stamp on the inside of the car. You'll see it says PC and FCO. And again, our fans know that that is the Pacific Car and Foundry Company. We have some trucks that are stamped WSL for Westside Lumber Company. They had their own trucks cast. Walking over here on the back side of the car, we're going to see if we can uncover a little bit of history. There's more of the piping. Notice how there's two air lines. The black hose is what's called the automatic line. The red hose is what's the straight air line. Westside actually had two braking systems on their cars. We still use both braking systems today. Looking right here at the side of the car, and you can faintly see at this point right here. Let's see if I can get to the other side. Can you see the number? Right there where that white line is, you can see used to be a 1, and then just next to it you can see a 0. This is Westside skeleton car number 10, and we hope in the next month it'll be back in service. We hope you enjoyed this tour this week, and look forward to sharing more things that's happening here at the railroad in a future episode. For those people that made it to the end of this video, reservations are open. We'll see you soon.